Hey, I have to invite you to PMA OWL season number several, week number not the first, game the first of week 2 of season 14. Hi, it's Drunkrat, aka that one Dan guy,
Where?
aka accompanied by
There's.
Joey, aka Flame Chaser.
Oh, I have the wrong scene on. Sorry for being late with the stream. I said one more game, and that was a mistake.
Did you win?
Yes, we did win in
All right,
overtime. That's
worth.
why. That's why it went so long. I was like, oh, we have the
Worth.
perfect amount of time, and then all of us started feeding, and we let them cap point 3.
All right, so who do we actually blame? Who fed? Speaking of, we are headed
Avrabamito.
into map number 3 of Nepal. Each team here bye week and attack of the Billy
That's a feed.
have each taken a map down.
Doesn't get
You
punished for it.
Yeah, I've been saying that a lot in my head as I've watched the first 2 of these, and there's not a lot of
They
burst
actually win
damage
this?
happening. Yeah,
That's
Decidueye picks up a double
yeah,
kill.
That's nice.
Decidueye has consistently put himself in a good place to
Ooh, huge slam.
capitalize.
Finds 5.
That's enough
I
for
mean,
the turn. Guy
Eric's also
Fieri.
kind of being a menace, yeah.
Yeah, Guy Fieri with that Echo laser just collecting kills left and right, and that'll be enough.
I'd like
It's
to
actually
point
going to
out
go over to bye week.
the reason he is playing the Echo is almost certainly so he can play Reinhardt every once in a while.
Agreed, but I also know that
He's
Guy
been
Fieri
working on it.
is a connoisseur of
They're
flyers in general.
going slowly. They're crouch walking top left so that they don't get spotted, I guess.
Well, you know, no one expects you to be top right if you don't go main on this map.
Yeah, totally.
This is a new and original strategy.
Ooh, stream is lagging a little bit.
Well,
Here,
sometimes
let
it'd
me.
be like that.
I am
Might have to
changing
drop
some
frame
settings
rate.
just so you guys know. Yeah. Apologies that the screen is covered.
So good. We are going to see the beat come out of Spartacus
Help a
as
little.
bye week starts
slam
to try to
again.
push in. Again, indeed. JLP has had better shatters and better charges so far this evening. Ginger does get the nano here, though. 90% towards a shatter of his own. Probably not going to use it in this fight. No. Won't be
Definitely
able
not.
to. Taken down by McStupidhead. Nate Dogg picks up a pair. And now Wiggly Monkey getting in on it. So a long fight for bye week, but I would honestly call that in their favor considering they were the captors of point. 63% and ticking to 0.
So, oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Speaking realistically, I think that bye week has a significantly stronger comp here with the actual Lucio speed to help the Rhine. He can actually get places, and while they don't have as much beefy healing, it doesn't matter if you get domed anyways like that.
True. Factual.
We see the double Rhine. Where did that grab? Oh, the grab went all the way to the back.
The Grav went
Big
a
slam,
long
but he
way.
gets pinned out of the.
That was,
There's rides. There's 2 rides in the back.
yeah, that was very interesting. As Guy Fieri's just now going to take care of Reinhardt after, was it a third slam or a
That's
second?
a second. That's a second. The first slam was from Gingerbeard. I think there were like 4 slams that fight. Since it was, I think Gingerbeard, Grookey might have gotten 1, and then there were 2 from Guy Fieri. This seems like a little bit early of an engage. They were still down their Zarya, which kind of just is a death sentence for the Rhine like that. That being said, Nate Dogg does have the visor find 1. This is a very dirty fight.
As they've tended to be a lot of this evening.
I'm
but,
going to be fully honest, I'm not quite sure who's winning and what's going on.
So, I have now, it is 2 games of this season I have played.
Yeah, I don't know how to
played
say
for,
this the other run.
I played for my team on last Friday, and I played on the first game of the season on last Monday. And I feel like in Red Division meta right now has been, you know, long scrappy fights as it tends to be, just a little less coordinated. But really, it's ult economy. It's
Yeah.
who actually converts on their ultimates
We are
and
still
or
late, yes.
who uses less.
We're going to see Grav coming in this next fight. I was going to say Grav Nano with the Rhine could be amazing. They already used the Nano, unfortunately. Here comes the Grav. They do have a little bit more time on the Nano. That's going to... Never mind. He gets melted. The Nano coming out.
Ginger got antied.
Yeah, on JLP is going to be pretty big also. Yeah, that's an easy fight win in the end. I think the key there is saving the nano until the grav is down. In my mind, your win condition there is the Rhine swings into the grav while nanoed and kills everyone in 2 hits besides the Rhine. And they nanoed a little bit early, so he couldn't really get there without dying.
Yeah, it would be nice if Ginger had Shatter up. It's not going to be enough.
Wow.
Grabbed off the point. Attack of the Billy takes home map number 1.
And so I missed the first 2 maps. Was it basically like that the whole time, or?
It has been a substantial amount this evening of I think I would call it hero plays.
Okay.
But
like
varying
McStupid had killing
success.
3 people there.
Right. But it's things like that where people have put themselves in positions consistently to make a fight-winning play.
Wait, I lost this match? Apparently it says I was defeated. I don't know what team I was on, though, so...
Well, clearly, you were defeated.
Yeah.
It's the karmic justice for the game you won before this.
Yes, of course. That was
Also,
just making sure I
apologies.
get that. Oh,
My throat is dying. If I just spontaneously stop talking, it's because I desperately need water. I don't know what happened.
no worries, man. Just making sure it was Bye-Week that won that one? Wait, no,
That
Billy won that
that
one.
was Attack at Abilki.
Yeah.
I am forced to come up with a different name for McStupid Head's team this season, and I kind of love it. Because
Okay.
Attack of the Billy is just too long to fit.
Yeah. Did they 99 every other point like that?
No. Each other point was a fairly one-sided showing, like 30-40% to full cap. So
Interesting.
that was definitely both teams have had their sort of sparring of the first rounds. I'm really curious to see where the next map takes us. I think it's going to set the
Yeah,
tone for
yeah.
this matchup.
I was gonna say I didn't want to interrupt the flow. You were talking about long fights. Literally, the game before this that I was doing. I think I went from 500 health to 0 health in about half a second twice. You can ask Professor AJ, Dreg, who else was there? Otel, Peace, and Nick. Literally, the fights took like 5 seconds, and it was the wildest thing. Since like in contrast to this, it's hilarious. Since it would literally be we had a overtime, and we died in the first 30 seconds of our attack, and we're able to get a second attack to win. And then I see this in contrast, and it's just kind of funny.
Yeah,
See,
it and that's what I mean to say that these fights are happening where people have that opportunity to make the hero play, to get a couple of quick kills. We saw it from Nate Dogg several times. We saw it from Guy Fieri. We saw it from Decidueye. We saw it from Grookey. Like, the DPS are popping off, but it's happening in awkward timings that's giving enough, like, play space for Gingerbeard and JLP to like get a cheeky pin off or for McStupid Head to hit a nice hook. Like there's it's an interesting amount of back and forth in the epic moments that have shaped these fights.
yeah, I'm excited after seeing that one point at least to see this game continue since they do look pretty evenly matched, which is nice. They also I did find it interesting how they were running fairly similar comps. It was just instead of a Hanzo, one team had a soldier, and instead of a Lucio, one team had a Moira. I really think, especially at this kind of like rank, it is a very good idea to just have the Lucio, and you literally just go, okay, we're going to go in 3, and you count to 3, you press W, and you just swing on people, and they die. It's like pretty
Well,
miraculous how easy that can be, but it's also kind of hard to get that coordination even to be able to do that, I
well,
guess.
I think it really comes down to, you have to have that person be a strong voice for the team. That's one of the things that I love to do because, as anyone in this league that has ever played with me can attest, I don't shut up. And so when I get to play Lucio, I just play air traffic control. And when things get a little chaotic, I play cat herder. Give a speed boost here, give a heal boost there. You can keep your team pretty active and healthy. You just have to have that trust. I wouldn't even say coordination, but trust, right? If somebody
Yes.
calls for speed, you got to give it. If somebody calls for heals, you got to give it.
You're giving heals on Lucia? What a nerd.
Oh, that's how you get beat, fam.
That's fair.
That's
You
how you
don't. Wait,
get
wait, wait.
beat.
You aren't just booping. I'm very interested to see if these team comps stick. Sorry. Just
No,
Attack of the
absolutely.
Billy. This is a very
This
iffy
is a
team
pirate
comp
ship
in
in
my
the
mind.
making.
Well, I'm
This is a
saying on
pirate
the
ship in
other
the making.
side, since
I'm
JLP is
interested
going to
see this.
suffer, I'm going to say ahead of time.
Well, I think here's what happens. Either McStupid Head hits a McStupid hook and throws the Bastion in the hole immediately, or this is going to be a tough fight.
Also, the positioning that they are taking for this first fight is a little bit awkward. I guess he
Brig?
can just drop down.
Sniper Brig?
Sniper Brig.
Sniper Brig? Chris Helms on the Sniper Brig. In before.
Wait, he's still back
hang on.
there?
Did they not know? They can shield bash this Bastion.
He gets it! Wait, it doesn't count as the Enviro.
I mean, Gingerbeard does manage to shift his height, so Chris Helms loses out about 30% ult charge, but that is a huge kill, and a second for him in the feed. Ironside's going to
goodness,
get
I
the
didn't even
res on the
look at that one.
JLP. This pirate ship just got dismantled.
Ah.
You do see Guy Fieri set up under the far booth, though, so an opportunity to fire down this corridor. We're going to regroup around the corner and go at it again, but now JLP's got room to swing that hammer. Chris Helms caught out, though, taken down by the pole from Wiggly Monkey.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very scary angle to try to fight like that. Yeah, I was going to say backing into that corner is just death. At that point, you press W, you die on point, take, like...
Absolutely.
You know, you
And
get some ult charge and get something out of it. They might even have gotten another fight here. I don't think so, but...
Yeah, no, you definitely don't, though. I mean, you want Chris Helms to stay safe there, but at that point, I think you just have to commit as a team and go save your Brig or die trying.
Yes, exactly. I like the switch to the Moira. That's going to give them more survivability. It's also going to give them more raw heals, which
And
the
frees
Mercy...
up Grookey.
Yes. I was going to say the Mercy is great for the Pharah. It's also great for the Ashe. But for both of the tanks, it's just pure pain
But you know who the Mercy is best for?
for themselves.
The Bob, because Bob don't miss.
Okay, that's
Ooh,
fair.
Chris Helms about to get deleted. A nice pull again.
That
I
pin
can,
from JLP, very iffy.
I can tell that Wiggly Monkey is skill shotting these halts.
Yeah.
Throwing them out a little bit less frequently than I think possible, but oftentimes connecting, and it just makes a world of difference in fight control.
Rookie has the Barat. I was going to say for next fight, but I guess he's using it now.
I wanted to see Guy Fieri just dome
Yeah,
him.
so
but
did I.
Rookie gets the upper hand.
Both teams about even right now. There's some sort of fight going on in the back line that I'm not privy to. That fire strike should be pretty big. Followed by a
Go
big
check this
slam.
out. Oh, it's going to be Decidui in the backline having a little sparring match with Nate Dogg. And it's just enough chaos, I think, that the frontline capitalization from JLP will get them control again.
And that's kind of a big stagger on the Zen. It's going to take an extra 5 or so seconds for him to get there. They don't have Lucio speeded for him or anything. He doesn't have any mobility. That's going to be a little painful.
You hate to see it, but yeah, at least then...
There's a Wiggly Monkey and Spawn switching to Ryan. Okay. I think I like that switch. Mirrored Ryan Sig. That's a little bit like... I haven't seen this comp run much. I know it is an actual comp, and it's pretty effective if run correctly.
And
That's
I
a
think
big
it makes
flex.
a little more sense with the Zen. He's
Exactly.
not as much of a misfit without the Lucio.
That being said, the
Throw that
Zen-
Sig in here.
The Zen Mercy, if they can't get re-established onto point, is going to be really iffy. Since just, again, the lack of pure heals at all. You know, you take a Reinhardt swing, that's 85 damage. If he hits 3 people at once, they're not going to be able to heal that for like 5 seconds.
Right, but more than anything, I think you really just play for poke. You have so much damage going out, but not when you lose Spartacus early
Yeah.
like that, and Gingerbeard going down. They do have 250 on the clock, maybe just trying to
Yes.
build the ult bank, and you do get an Ashe. Bob comes out, and the Coalescence as well got thrown.
I think
So-
they use Transcendent Switch, I'll say ahead of time.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think you go trans switch, maybe like a BAP or a Lucio, as we've been talking about.
Yeah, well, I don't think you go Lucio heal here without any sort of main heals, really. Since then the
It'll be
Reinhardt
tough,
feeds
but-
and then just dies.
You know, this is true, but it's not Ginger on Reinhardt, so they got a
That's
shot.
fair. Yeah.
They've got a chance. JLP gonna have to dive back across the bridge. Decidui
That's
maybe in a
very
bit of a
early
weird
trans.
spot.
Might be a good idea.
They trans with Valk, so should be full on Blue Beam just pumping the damage, but too much space to cross. And
Yeah.
now no trans for the Flux. McStupidhead gets a pretty fat lift.
Big slam from behind.
Oh, they lost track of the Rhine. JLP in the backline yet again.
They
Lays
still
it
win
down,
this one,
but
maybe. If the Mercy can somehow sustain this. Oh, gets the big res onto Liam.
that's excellent. And out of it all, you walk away with Ginger sitting full charge,
Wiggly
just
Monkey gonna
blazing
have
down
a shatter
JLP's
again in
shield.
like 5 seconds. He's gonna pop it
Ye-
here and hopefully find 2 or 3. Ooh, if he used it half a second earlier, he finds 4.
I was trying to find the thread to be able to sneak in. I thought he needed to go a little bit slower. Wanted that shatter. I could see it. You called it. He had the bloodlust in his eyes, but he needed that bubble from Gingerbeard, which was just a little bit too fast on rotation.
I think if he actually went faster, he gets the shatter up before the barrage kills him. Whether or not they can actually do anything off of that is up for debate. They are
Hi,
staying on the Zen.
welcome to tonight's Ryan TED Talk. This will be Joey and I's favorite content ever.
I'm sorry, guys. I've been
No,
playing
I'm
him
here
for the
for it.
past 2 hours or so.
I'm so here for
I
it.
got Ryan on the brain. Okay, they do switch to the Ana instead of the Zen. I was gonna talk about the thought process with the Zen. The idea is that with the Soldier and the Echo, you just discord one person and have the Mercy damage boost, and they melt. But like they weren't really seeing that happen that much, so I think
Ooh.
the switch is the proper idea.
JLP gets a sneaky pin on the Wiggly Monkey and just deleted, but the res from Spartacus gonna cancel all
Ooh,
said
Shatter
and
finds old
done.
Ironsides. Don't get the capitalization off of it though. Actually, they do.
It's still a very scrappy fight. You've got
Yeah,
Chris
Nate Dogg
Helms.
finding 2. I mean, I think
fact
the
that you
Reaper was a
have-
very good swap. Finds a 3rd. Gonna find a 4th on
Oh my
McStupidhead probably.
gosh. What a stupid combination to have left alive in a scrappy fight.
Yeah.
Reaper, Echo,
He's chasing
Mercy,
the Rhine and
Ana.
the Ash. Oh,
Yeah.
Nate Dogg, that might be too far. Yeah. And we're
Oh,
gonna see the
man.
Shatter come. Yep, finds 3. I think
Shatter
that might
bomb.
be the fight.
It's overtime. They've got to throw what they
Wiggly
can
Monkey
at the point.
pinning the Bob off point, but not gonna be enough.
You know, I wish I could see what the timer was
Yes.
at the start of that quote unquote fight.
I think it was at least like a minute.
A minute? Because I'm curious, when you lose a couple early. Now, granted, I mean we experienced it in real time here in the booth, folks. Like, we did not know who was winning or losing that fight for a few seconds.
Yes,
And that's with perfect knowledge.
So if I think that bye week could have turned that fairly easily. I think the biggest thing that happened, Nate Dogg got 2 and then got really, really confident and went after a Rhine and an Ash in a small room, which could work, but I think that him dying like in the middle of that fight sort of was a death sentence to bye week for that fight.
I will say though, I think at minimum it's a high note to go out of that.
Oh, yeah.
run. Like for not getting it past second.
They got more
That's a
progress
really
at the end
nice
at
fight.
least. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
because you can
interested.
have some very long holds over the bridge here, depending on our setups.
I guess the idea here is Spartacus just blue beams on Guy Fieri, and he just clicks heads.
I suppose.
We do see Grookey on the far without a Mercy on their side. That's gonna be... Oh, wait. Okay, I do have it correct. That's going to be a little bit scary, but it definitely could work.
I think bye week and Attack of the Billy right now need to like make some trades in their lineups.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
This is interesting. They've got a very nice trade deal going.
I guess the
Grookey's
Mercy is going to
gonna
be
get some
really
shots,
valuable
though.
for the res also if they lose one early.
I think that's the thought here, right? You
This
can afford to be
kiting
more
back is a
aggressive.
little bit scary. They're giving up so much space right now. They would have a full extra fight if they lose this here.
I think much better though for the Reaper positioning against the Pharah. Gingerbeard with a nasty pin on
That's fair. And that pin's
McStupidhead.
huge.
They need to watch
Ooh.
Decidueye though. He's
Decidueye
staring
and
down
Grookey
that
both finding
hall.
one. The res coming in means that they are even for now. Attack of the Billy is going to have the spawn advantage, so they're going to have 6 before bye week does. If bye week plays this smarter on this corner though, it should be fine. There's 6
Yeah,
running on the way. JLP kind of feeding into the backline, does get Spartacus and then goes down. Are they going to it doesn't matter yet, but are they gonna let the Mercy jump to someone? That's a pretty big slam. Fights too.
I hope.
The
Would appear
Mercy's
not.
coming for now. Somebody should run back and get this Mercy.
You've got a soldier. You've got a soldier. He's got legs. This is just one job. This is your moment, Nate Dogg. This is your
Watching the
e-girl.
Mercy sadly walk back. Dan?
Iron Brew, that'll be
I was gonna say.
how many brew bucks is it to say something nice about AJ? It'll be 3 times that.
I am currently having more frame dropping issues, just so everyone knows. Let me drop the quality of my game. I'm going to do that mid-fight. Apologies, but this is kind of unwatchable.
Pick him up. No, it's fine. I've got it on my other monitor.
Okay, I turned settings to low. Hopefully it'll be fine.
Crap. Meanwhile,
That dragon looked
seen-
really weird.
yeah, we've
You see
seen
JLP?
a scrappy but consistent hold still from bye week.
Guy Fieri finds JLP. He's just jump.
Oh, there. Yeah, that was a time.
Yeah, since that's just
I-
like a solid 10-second stagger. I don't even mean to be saying so much negative stuff.
Well,
I
that's what.
apologize.
That's no, but this is what JOP has been doing to great effect. So I'm here for it, right? You know,
Okay.
if you land 1 out of if you land 4 out of 5 backline pins, yeah, I'm gonna feel like an idiot the one time I get caught out. But you know what? JLP's in their head. They're staring at their backline, looking for a freaking Reinhardt, man.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, Garuki's the one in the backline now, though. Here comes the barrage.
Finds one. Gets traded. That's going to be a positive trade unless the Ruz comes in just because they have spawns. Wiggly Monkey also going down. Ooh, huge shatter from Gingerbeard. Finds 4, I think. Finds McStupid head off of it and then goes down himself. This is a very winnable fight for bye week if Decidueye can click like 1 more head maybe. Chris Helm's going low. Yeah, they're going to back off after that. I think Attack of the Billy had to keep fighting that one. This regroup is going to hurt them.
Oh,
They're down on ults.
It felt as though they won that fight.
Yeah.
And then
Decidueye found, I think, 2. They still had a chance, though, and then backed off, though.
strong defensive, though, from bye week so far. We see them. They're going to grab that early fight win, basically.
Are they going to go for the
And
res?
now we're going to keep picking
I
until
really like the
we've
res
run out of
here.
time. I'm telling
No
you
res
here
coming
now,
in.
this is how we eat up 20
Like,
seconds
stupid
of
head
game
on point.
clock.
They go for the res on the Ana, which is going to be strong. However, without the Ryan, just their frontline presence isn't there. They're taking so much poke. Ryan gets back now, but this fight looks
Oh.
lost for bye week.
These are huge kills, though. The stagger is insane at this
Yeah.
point in time. Cart touches 100%.
Ooh.
They don't even get a recontest. Push on up to spawn, get a far hold across the bridge. This is looking pretty
Oh, that
good.
dragon, no.
No, they're fine. They still get it in. There's no way you
Dang.
recontest this.
Yeah, they
And now
win
you've
this fight
used
even.
Scrap Drag.
I was going to say, they had such a big ult advantage coming into this fight. It was a little bit sad to see them lose it. I think they had 4 versus 2 or something like that.
This is
Um,
but the res comes up big again. They're still down the Reinhardt. Gingerbeard has to come back and has Shatter when he gets there. Gingerbeard
gonna
off the
say-
top rope, 180 Shatter cart.
I think that's what's coming.
Do
It's
it.
definitely what's coming.
He's not Sonic. They don't know he's there. Yep, 3, 2,
There's
1.
nobody to follow up right now. Doesn't need anyone. Finds Chris Holmes himself. Gets pinned, but that should be a feud from JLP, actually. Yeah, JLP's going to come up on a shadow soon, but it's not going to be fast enough. I think he's going to go
Oh.
down to this.
I know the Comms and Ginger's team right now. He just went, I'm going to shatter their backline, nano me. And now he's purple and scared. Gonna have to go give up the bridge positioning, but it's a great effect. What a recontest.
Yeah, that was great.
And JLP lives through it all.
That's the only ult that is currently online. We're going to see shadows from both teams coming. I think JLP is going to get it barely first and pop it in the backline if he can. He gets spotted. There's a possibility Gingerbeard will find it first then.
Ooh, the Dragon's not bad from Decidueye. Does find Guy Fieri.
Okay, they're
And
both
Wiggly
going to
Monkey.
shatter. Watch this. Oh, JLP not shattering fast enough. Going to shatter now? Question mark? No, he
No,
doesn't
should
need to.
not shatter.
I know he shouldn't, but it's about like asserting dominance, not being correct, you know?
Oh, and these staggers are so tough. That's both supports gonna be the last back end of the fight.
That might just be
No
game.
speed picks so far. This is a strong
the
push
legs.
from bye week. Gingerbeard in on point. Guy Fury back on the Tracer.
Man,
Nate Dogg trying to fight for high ground. Going to get swatted down. And that's about it. Oh, man. Liam Griffin
they're still
and
fighting this.
Spartacus show up a bit late. The shatter comes in from JLP. Still banked in the pocket
Dang.
from that previous fight. That's going to be it. Bye week. No. Oh, my God.
Wait.
Attack the Billy. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I keep doing this.
I think
McStupidhead's not on Reinhardt.
Bye week had such a great thing going for like 2/3 of that defense at the very beginning, and then it just sort of all crumbled at once. They just these teams. I think the biggest thing we're seeing, and I was saying this last week also when I casted one of these games, they're not having smart resets. There's no diet or get out. There's no really die at all. They're just sort of fighting as long as they can.
And
Which
alternately,
sometimes is a bad thing.
not even fighting as long as they can, right? At the final touch there, you get your Reinhardt on point, you have a soldier available, you have a tracer available. You should be able to stall for a few seconds.
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
Right? You gotta if you're gonna not die all at once, make it worth something, right?
What map was
But
that?
it's week two. It's week two. This is the second game that these teams have played together. We've got a long way to go and a strong start towards that path. I'm really excited to see how these teams shape up over the course of the season.
Yeah, so am I. I mean, we're seeing some really good things from both teams.
Choices for hybrid map going to be Eichenwald.
It's going to be Kings. I think that's the
Hollywood.
rotation since it wasn't last time. Just don't put it up.
Worst map in the game.
That's
Voted
a hot
worst
take.
map in the game. King's Throw. Yo, Joey, do you have Hype Bus 69 set up?
I did. I can't check right now. Who is picking? Of course. Well, I was saying that was a statement asked. I think the biggest things that we are seeing that are really good are there seems to be a decent amount of coordination. They seem to understand how their comps are working, even if the comp is a little bit weird. When they were running the Zen Mercy, they pushed it all the way to second point. That's nothing to scoff at. That's pretty good. They are generally using ults in good ways. The things that we are seeing that I think both teams need to work on a little bit. The biggest thing I think is target prioritization. And if not target prioritization, at least target focus. Because I think what we're seeing is all of the damage is going to all of the players. You know, you have your Reinhardt swinging on their Rhine, you have your soldiers shooting at their Mercy, you have your Hanzo shooting at their Pharah. And that makes everybody take about like an hour to die. I think that's why we're seeing fights going on for so long. If whoever is playing main tank even just goes this person, and everybody shoots that person, they die in about 5 seconds. But that is a pretty hard thing to get used to. I'm still working on it myself even, and I think everybody is. But I think if one team does that, they're going to be just very dominant in this division. I don't know if you would agree, Dan.
I mean, I think it's early
Exactly
to really tell how these teams
fair.
shake out. Like I've played on 2 of the 4 teams.
Okay.
Also,
yeah.
So it's interesting. I almost got to play on one of these teams this evening.
Yeah. I can't wait to eventually be a DPS sub in this league. I really want to.
I'm intent on making my way onto every team in the league this season.
Okay. I'll get you on my team at some. Did you switch the sides?
I did.
Okay. That has to be
I did.
I gotta reverse the score real fast, and then we'll get on the hype bus.
Reverse.
2-2-0. Oh heck, I don't have it. Do I have it on this? I do. Okay. Apologies. You guys are gonna see two scene changes that are completely unnecessary, but we need the hype bus.
No, they're completely necessary.
Okay. We turn this on. Put it there.
Hype Bus
Nice.
69.
Nice.
Yo, you know what's also nice, Joey?
What?
The extra cash in my wallet that I didn't have to spend on Twitch subs because it's September. You can
Yeah.
get everything for 20% off right now if you're feeling generous for the PMA OWL. I know we are taking some initiatives this season with funds to support some causes after some of the controversy surrounding Blizzard. I guess not controversy, but
If you buy 2 subs,
misdeeds.
you don't get the third one free. If you buy 4, the 5th one is sorta free.
There you
I
go.
really like this Lucio comp coming out from Attack of the Billy. Gonna hopefully be very high tempo. Seeing Bye-Week holding pretty... Like, this is a very strong position to be holding. They seem to have a good understanding of this. Pin coming out from JLP, not gonna find anyone. We see Decidueye going on a light flank, hoping to find some heads here, it looks like. Looks like he did tag Guy Fieri. And Grookey finding Spartacus. Decidueye does get killed by Guy Fieri in the end. And we see 3 dead on the side of Bye-Week right now.
The full rotation, Gingerbeard dies from that charge, right? He's gotten his bubble out. The team's collapsing. He's gone.
Yeah, there we go. And that's going to be a cleanup from Attack of the Billy. That was a very clean first fight.
I think your hope there, if you're Gingerbeard and co, you've got the Ana with you. Just back on up through halls and go back to streets. Maybe get the recontest. Unsure. That was a very good push.
That corner is where you hold normally. I think they go inside of the hotel. Since then Decidueye literally would get no value.
Either way, things going swimmingly so far for the attack of the Billy Co.
And Gingerbeard just kind of melted there. I think they listened to me. I think somebody's watching the stream who's in the game, since they saw a big German man and shot him and he died in about 3 seconds.
That is how that works, but right now, just free card progress.
Yeah.
For the side of Attack on the Billy.
Yeah, and that's so good for Attack of the Billy, since that very initial choke is the scariest place to be playing in, I feel like, or playing against, I feel like.
Absolutely. And streets in general is going to be a good spot for Decidueye and Grookey to run around with their distance damage. You see me Stupid Head on a bit of a flank here, trying to catch back up to the team.
We see
not going to get away with it.
Almost on each side.
Alt Fiesta?
Gonna see a shatter? Gonna see a shatter? Yeah, the shield broke. Double dragons.
Shatter and dragons?
Wait. The dragons are traveling together, right? That's not a visual glitch?
No, that was one dragon.
Well, look at the stream, since there was a second one on my screen.
Wait, there's 2 dragons.
They both popped dragons.
Where are... Whose dragons were seen? There was only one set of dragons there.
I saw both of them. I think there was a visual bug.
Somebody clip that, please.
And one of the dragons, I think, disappeared inside of a wall?
Anyway, we've still got 7 ults at play here. Real JLP
Big
gonna lay out
shatter.
the first one.
Now we have
That
6
is
ults.
massive. JLP sends 5 on the ground, though, and that's just the end of the fight and the end of Streets phase. Attack of the Billy looking pretty nasty right now. They're going to have another Grav Drag online. Grav Barrage is always an option. The beat's available for whenever Wiggly Monkey does decide to pop their Graviton Surge. Chris Helm's probably going to look to get aggro with this Coalescence here pretty soon. Maybe a get-out-of-jail-free card for JLP. See what's about to happen. My guess is that Liam is going to nano Ginger. 3, 2.
He's gonna go. I'm going now.
I'm waiting for Ginger to hit
Where's the
shift
nano?
and to see him turn blue. Here
Oh,
it
he's
goes.
probably gonna use the nano to save. That's probably the smart.
No,
Oh,
still not. The Barrage going to be first ult from Grookey here in the back line. Finds both supports, and that's some big kills. Slowly but surely, they win the long fight now. Chris Helms
Fury
really
running for his life,
Chris
shooting
Helms
some shots.
really wants to peek the Hanzo of Decidueye or of Guy Fieri.
There's a Hanzo. Decidueye sort of going on a light flank. Does find Guy Fieri. Gonna get it into a fight with Nate Dogg. Not sure.
And that takes down the enemy Grav Drag.
Probably.
I hope
Decidueye
that Stupid
also
Head
finds
into
Nate Dogg.
Decidueye can combo here. The Shatter block. JLP gets the shield down in time. The Nano onto Gingerbeard now. The pin to the
big
back
pin.
line finds
Mixed
Chris
Stupid Head
Helms.
won. Yeah, gets found also. This is a winnable fight for bye week. Maybe not anymore. Decidueye finding 3 during that fight with 2 with the dragons.
That's gotta...
They still have the
What
grab
is-
drags on the side of bye week. That's the sad thing. Do they have a touch
Oh, the
though?
dragon
They
on
don't have a
point.
touch.
Oh my gosh.
That's so painful. They had, I think, 3 or 4 ults on their side, and they just didn't get a chance to use them.
That was wild.
Yeah. What do you think bye week needs to be doing differently here? Since they had the advantage, I think, pretty clearly coming into that last fight. As far as ults go, that is.
I mean, I think they're maybe a little bit. I think they might be making a plan. I
And
think
then
what
not
might be happening.
adapting.
Yeah,
They go,
they're
yeah.
making a plan. They're saying, yeah, we nano shattered this fight, or yeah, we grab drag this fight, and not saying, okay, well, we did that, but it didn't work. Like we didn't win the fight then, and they're not willing to commit a third or a fourth ult for a fight win sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very good way to state it, I think. Like you said, I think that last fight the comms were probably, we're going to use grab shatter. And then they used not grab shatter, nano shatter, and then it happened, and they're like, okay, now we can't press anything else. And I think the idea there is very good in that you're trying to conserve ults. They had 3 minutes 40 seconds at the end. That would have been a long time for bye week to hold. The idea is very good that they want to keep ults for the next fight, but if it means you're going to lose the fight, that's obviously not a good idea.
Indeed, does Guy Ferrari pick off Chris Helms, who is standing still?
I'm very happy with the amount of Ryan
Nobody
Zarya we're running, I gotta say.
Damage
Gets killed
orb,
by Chris Helms.
no!
Oh,
Eric,
no.
no! I think he caught a Decidui log, and
Yes.
then the damage orb just ate him up on the way out.
Yep.
F in chat, but worth the opportunity. Grab the Widow for the early pick. It's no harm really. Got Fury back over to the Hanzo.
I like the
Sidgewai
Hanzo
and
Ash
he been
here.
going back and forth.
Man, Chris Helms finding another on Guy Fieri.
Let me tell you, I've played on a few of Chris Helms' teams.
Wiggly
Wiggly
Monkey?
Monkey's been having a bad day. He misses the pin!
Oh no! JLP's gonna melt now. That purple's huge.
What a turn around.
And Nate Dogg finding Grookey. That's a nice shot. Did
Wow.
Gingerbeard get saved from feeding by getting slept after he pinned? Nope, he did not.
No, absolutely not. Not some McStupid head just there to die on point. We are having a slugfest on Kings Row tonight, folks. Both these teams said, no, we only get to play this map once in a couple of weeks, so we are going to get our money's worth here tonight.
We're going to see a Shatter and a Nano coming in this next fight, along with the beat almost farmed up. Decidueye finding Nate Dye. Oh my goodness, I'm not even going to try to say this one by one.
He snags both the
Finds both
healers.
supports, yeah. We're going to see a Shatter come in this fight, unless they don't even need it.
No
I kind of
way.
want him to do it just because.
The only reason you shatter is if you want to kill McStupid head.
I think it's worth it. What's his charge?
50. Here comes the pin.
Ah, it's almost worth it.
Mm,
Guy Fieri finding Decidueye. That's great.
that's a
That's
third
going to
in
be a
this
huge
fight.
stagger.
Nate Dogg's just chilling back on point. I kind of wish they would send the Lucio back to go hurry things along. They've got time.
Yeah.
You could have half of this travel.
I kind of really like them holding this position, though, aggressively. They have 4 ults coming into this fight versus 3 almost for them. This position is very strong for defenders, so if they can deny them that, it's going to be great for them. Neither of them shattering yet. I'm proud. Up.
Zoning Dragon through the back. The bubble blocks the shatter, and Gingerbeard gets to return it. JLP gets
Oh!
robbed of a
Gingerbeard
fat
finding
one
Grookey.
there.
I think the funny thing is it only blocked the shadow for Gingerbeard. I think the people
was
who were
enough.
behind him and to the left still got found.
Hey,
Also,
that was
as soon
plenty,
as,
though.
as soon as I mentioned the shadow holding, came right out.
We do see the grab drag online for Attack of the Billy.
Yeah, and no beat to counter it from bye week at all.
Nano and grab available.
I like the
though.
teabag from Gingerbeard.
You gotta get the teammates. Grookey,
he-
you good, my dude.
Did he teleport
Uh,
and then fall?
Grookey teleported to the high ground and then hit S.
Yeah. Or maybe he just didn't hit W and just slid off. There's the grab. Here comes the dragons from spawn. Or not
Good
from spawn.
Good dragon.
Finds 2. Decidueye finds the 3rd. Okay. Yeah, that should be an easy fight win from Attack of the Billy. Wiggly Monkey does get one on the way out. What's his charge
Wiggly-
at? Not that
Wiggly
high.
live?
Okay.
But still,
He
I mean,
shouldn't, but he is.
living is living here. I'll take it. There we go, Wiggly. Still has the grav.
We'll almost see the grab drag coming out. I almost think it might be worth it just to grab a nano.
Yeah, that's
Just
what I
have
was
the Rhine
thinking.
swing into it.
Just grav nano swing.
Yeah.
Easy money.
They're playing kind of spread out though on the side of attack of the Billy. That's kind of smart. I think they know the grab's
Oh,
coming.
big stupid head's gonna put him in the hole.
Here
Liam
comes the
Griffin
nano and the
almost catches it.
JLP should
Bob,
be going down
good.
in a second here.
A good amount of
That
pressure
purple's
here.
also
Huge
huge.
purple.
Chris Holmes has to die.
Oh, big stupid head takes Ginger
Chris
off the
Holmes has
map.
won. Doesn't quite die yet. Okay, goes down now. Dragon's
Zoning
coming in.
Dragon.
I think they cap this. The Hogs
Big
just
stupid head
yeah.
can't get out of the corner. Decidueye can't get to the point. That is wow. We're at
By
2
we capped
minutes
it with 10
aside.
seconds longer. Well, they had 3 minutes something each.
I
And it just
know.
went down. That's crazy.
That is phenomenal.
And that was some really good play from Bye-Week. We saw a Guy Fieri popping off a lot. From what I had seen, Decidueye generally had been getting the best of him in the 1v1 especially. In the end there, it looked like Guy Fieri had turned it around though. We saw even at like the beginning of that round he got picked by a combination of Chris Holmes and Decidueye, but turning it around really well.
I mean, we all know that any good DPS player is just riding the hype, right? You know,
Yes,
as soon as you hit that double kill, the adrenaline starts pumping, and you know you just keep going until you turn into Fox M and PMAL Grand Finals, hitting 13 Widow headshots in a single fight.
Exactly.
You know, that's how these things happen. That's how legends are born. I appreciate
see
it.
the,
Guy Fieri putting on a show.
The nice
I wish
camera
I had.
angle I
I
found?
wish I had never looked to my right. Oh lordy! Wow.
I'm glad.
Do you want to play?
I never noticed how weird that face looked. Just like up close.
That's
Seeing the Ryan Zarya again from both teams, basically seeing the exact same comp since why change what's been working.
it's definitely the comfort pick. I
Yes.
understand it, especially
I-
for first.
You're
Dive
talking
feels
to the Ryan main. I understand it fully. Don't worry.
Ginger third person peeking with his shield.
Yeah.
Unsure. JLP gets the bubbles traded out early.
Decidueye
just
has a
gonna
nice
posture
angle
at
here. He's
8.
trying to click ahead here. Doesn't quite find anything and has to back up. We see who's that in the hotel? Is that an Ana? Yeah. Old Ironsides has a nice angle to just be healing a ton. A little bit of a passive angle. Not going to get any purples, but I don't think it matters since they do find Gingerbeard early.
Absolutely, that's a massive pick because that was Ginger was really the thing stopping them from just walking through that gate.
Yeah.
Spartacus on the Lucio gives them the opportunity to walk away, and JLP
Dragon's
just kind
coming
of has to
out.
hold shield and walk. I mean, Decidueye has him. He just wants to confirm the point cap. I'm here for it. Gingerbeard, no way he gets back on point. They're gonna get a good regroup at Bookstore though.
Yeah. Are they going to try to push up to the arch?
I hope so.
Might. I
would
love
like,
holding the arch. It's very strong.
I would like to see Liam throw an
They
aggressive
even
nano.
have Lucio speed. I think they just speed into the bookstore right now. JLP's kind
There
of
goes the
really out of
nano.
position right now. He
Turn it
dies
on
here.
speed. Turn it on speed.
Oh, that
Spartacus.
shatter's huge though.
Absolutely massive. Now you see Nano JLP just storming down.
Oh!
Oh no! Spartacus commits the beat for his life. Oh no!
I think JLP was about 3 seconds from feeding. If by week went, we're speeding on him. But instead, he makes a huge play with that shatter, literally turning that fight. Decidueye also almost has another dragon. That pin on Gingerbeard also huge.
That was the longest pin.
Yeah.
That Ryan screamed
They
forever.
just back up, back up, back up. Okay, or I actually, you're completely fine with this if you're by week.
It's overtime. I mean, sure, commit your grab drag.
Yeah,
I'll throw
that's
mine back in a
everything
second.
But coalescence, which is basically a cooldown.
Right.
By
If
week
this
just-
if this is round 1, absolutely I push that and I'm mad
Yes.
because you don't want to give the extra time. But in OT, whatever.
Exactly. It's an extra 5 seconds of the barrier coming down or whatever. JLP pinning to Narnia kind of. Ooh, Gingerbeard finding Chris Helms should get the confirmed kill here. Does
Oh, the
not
fade away.
quite.
Dragon's a little too slow to collect.
Oh,
but
and the C9 coming in a little bit.
how?
Everyone just
There are
stepped off
so
point.
there are so many people so close, but
Yeah.
it's been in OT for so long because of that 5 seconds that the point had to come down.
Yeah, fair,
Wow,
fair.
that actually makes a big difference here.
Yeah, we also saw on the side of Attack of the Billy, I think they had three people who had less than well, I say less than 100 health. Both their tanks had less than 100, and Decidueye had like 10 health. Um, so I think they sort of got scared and backed away from point, which makes sense. Just everybody else also did, which resulted in,
If
everyone
bye
getting
week,
off.
if bye week can come out with the same attack that they had in round one,
They win
this is
this.
going to be very intense.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
because I
they also have
figure
an extra 10 seconds, just saying.
time to cap and time to move cart minimum
Minute
minimum a
and a
minute,
half. Minute, yeah.
like like you could do it in a minute and a half is probably realistic. 2 minutes is a little bit of wiggle room. You can lose a fight.
They can lose two fights here at least. If each fight takes a minute, they have three fights even. Since they don't have to worry about like, I'm gonna say after they have the point cap, they basically are in overtime.
I'm gonna say this whole thing is one fight.
Okay.
I'm I'm gonna
We have
say
a Charlie Niner.
I'm gonna say we get at least one regroup, or only one regroup at most.
Okay, that's realistic.
There we go. Ginger's going at it through hotel, trying to break down
Found a
that
big
junk
fire
trap
strike already,
early.
36 to his shatter.
I like Decidueye and Grookey making this close range comp switch. I wish they had a Lucio for it. I know Old Iron Size plays it. Let him
Sky
lose.
Fury
Sky
does
Fury
find
finds the
Decidueye.
early kill. A little too greedy from the rat. And now big on fire. They've got to give
Ooh,
up
that
some
pin.
space. Ginger
A little
all the
scary.
way
Does
to the
find old
back
iron
line.
sides.
This is turnable, or at least holdable at archways if they can
Oh.
regroup. But no, everybody trying to fight for point.
Yeah, and I mean,
Just
if
a
the
little
stagger
too
comes in
hard.
on to make stupid head, which it looks like it will, then
Oh,
that's
no
gonna
way
be
he gets out
terrible.
of here.
Yeah.
You just got to get grab charge at this point. He's going to go back to point. No, this is smart. Go to point. Go to point. Go to point. Force them to kill you.
I think
Do you get front
the
spawn? No, there's no way
biggest
you get front
thing-
spawn on this Zarya.
JLP could have counterpinned and died. Instead, he didn't counterpin and died, and that made their Ana die for sure. It still was a very rough fight for them. This is great from bye week. That high tempo is like them defining the game right now is what's gonna win it.
Trying
We
to
see
get the
Nate
fight
Dogg
through the
dancing on cart.
streets. Nate Dogg has so much objective time this game.
Yeah.
The entire last Streets phase, he was doing this too.
Yeah. I didn't see him dancing, but I saw him just sitting there. They still can lose a fight even if this is a fast fight. We see Gingerbeard with a shatter. He's gonna look for a big one. If they break the Rhine shield, it'll be huge. What else do we have on
JLP
the...
trying to keep things nice and healthy though.
We see
Got
four
a shatter of
supporters.
his own. Oh, JLP needs to step forward with that bubble swing, get shatter.
Ooh, that's
Oh
a
my
good
gosh, but he
pin.
takes the Nano Rhine a mile
Ah.
away.
Gingerbeard had to shatter there. Ah, that might be a lost fight now, and then Bye Week doesn't have time to contest. Dang.
He is feeling it. That was
That
a
pin.
huge play from the Reinhardt of Attack of the Billy.
Man.
And that is going to be map number 3. Attack of the Billy takes it home in clean fashion tonight.
I'm gonna be honest, that didn't feel like it was a sweep. That was a fun game to watch.
Very
This is gonna be
fun
that
game.
5K, the shatter where you found 5 and then found like 5 of the actual kills.
Sees the shatter's broken, or the shield's broken.
Yeah.
Huge plays from JLP on King's Row tonight. Wow.
That's a lot of healing too. 11 charge kills. I wish I could see that in my game still.
You just got to charge more forehead.
Ah. Oh wait, that's the wrong panel. Sorry guys, I'm being unprofessional.
Oh man, sometimes it'd be like that. Well, GG's tonight, bye week, coming out in fine fashion, but Attack of the Billy takes it home 3-0. Bye week, I think, still just finding their footing just a little bit. I think as soon as they can figure out what exactly they want to swing into as their counter plan for Gingerbeard Hammer Time,
Yeah.
they're going to be a very scary team. I think that things are coming along nicely. But
mean-
man, what you said it earlier, Joey, that like it did not feel like a 3-0.
Yeah,
These were
yeah.
some hefty fights going on in here.
Bye Week was looking absolutely dominant on their first attack. And on the second attack, honestly, any other game, 2 minutes, that's a great push. we saw Billy pushed it a little bit further. A great,
Well,
like, well played by both teams.
so realistically, I think Rialto has been the most one-sided map we've seen.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
Nepal went to map three in close form.
We saw
Uh,
map 3. Yeah.
Kings Kings went to round, second round overtime, final meters, final seconds. Like
Yes.
this was a boxing match, and it just so happened that Attack of the Billy was able to land a couple of haymakers, but like they're just battling each other all night. I
Yeah.
love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
I'm really excited to see where these teams go. We saw some really good stuff coming out of both of them. Um,
Wonderful, wonderful time indeed. Well, thank you for joining us, Flame Chaser. Thank you for having me, PMAOWL.
yes, yes.
This this is Drunk Rat. This has been season 14, week number 2, game number 1 in favor of Attack of the Billy. We'll be back here
Are we
tomorrow
streaming tomorrow?
night.
I'm
I
excited for that
believe
one.
tomorrow night we will have the Revengers versus Attack on Michael. Going to be Charles and Keegan heading up that production tomorrow evening. That'll be exciting times. You wanna pop in your predictions, Joey? What are you gonna do?
I mean,
What's your play gonna be? That's the wink and the nod to stream that we know you did it for us.
I'm gonna play Reinhardt, and I'm gonna get a 360 shatter. And by
Okay.
360, I mean 180, since my sensitivity isn't high enough.
Nope. Flame Chaser's gonna 360 shatter
Oh no.
and then jump off the map, and
Yeah,
we'll know it was
probably,
for
since I'm
us.
not gonna hit anyone. But I hope
Well,
everyone has a good night.
tune in tomorrow night to find out. Until then, be well. Have a good rest of your evening. Thanks for tuning in.